Accept that life is indifferent to you. Life is not cruel, but it is not kind either. It does not arrange itself around your comfort, effort, or hopes. When you stop expecting fairness, you stop feeling betrayed. This acceptance hardens you in the right way. You no longer waste energy asking why. You focus on how to endure and move forward. Happiness is not pleasure, it is stability. Pleasure fades quickly. Comfort weakens over time. Stoicism teaches that happiness is the ability to remain steady when pleasure disappears. A stable mind does not panic when joy fades because it was never dependent on it. Control the mind or be ruled by it. An undisciplined mind creates suffering even in calm conditions. It imagines threats, replays pain, and invents fears. Stoicism demands mental command. If you do not govern your thoughts, they will govern you. Lower expectations to reduce suffering. Most misery comes from expecting too much from people, outcomes, and life itself. When expectations are high, disappointment is guaranteed. Lowering expectations is not pessimism. It is protection. Accept loss before it happens. Everything you have can be taken. People you love will leave or change. Preparing for loss does not make you cold, it makes you resilient. When loss comes, it hurts less because you were never pretending permanence existed. Detach from praise and blame equally. Praise inflates the ego, blame wounds it. Both give others power over your emotional state. Stoicism teaches indifference to both. When approval no longer excites you and criticism no longer crushes you, you become free. Use hardship as training, not punishment. Pain refines character when met with reason. Hardship reveals weaknesses you must correct. The Stoic does not waste suffering. They extract discipline from it. Silence is a form of dominance. Explaining yourself weakens your position. Those who understand you do not need explanations. Those who want to judge you will never accept them. Silence preserves energy and authority. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Ease dulls the spirit. Constant comfort creates fragile minds. Stoicism teaches voluntary discomfort to strengthen resilience. When life becomes harsh, you are already prepared. Do not attach your peace to people. People are unpredictable. Building peace on them guarantees instability. Stoicism teaches inner sufficiency. When you enjoy people without needing them, relationships become lighter and healthier. Anger is a loss of control disguised as strength. Anger feels powerful, but it hands control to others. Calm keeps power within you. The Stoic response is measured, deliberate, and restrained. Reduce desires to increase peace. The more you want, the more anxious you become. Stoicism teaches wanting less, not having more. Simplicity is not lack. It is clarity. Accept loneliness as part of clarity. Walking a disciplined path separates you from many. Loneliness is not a failure. It is a sign you are no longer living by imitation. Learn to sit with yourself without distraction. Time is the only currency that matters. Wasting time on resentment, comparison, or regret steals life quietly. Stoicism demands awareness of mortality. When you remember that time is limited, you choose more carefully. Daily reflection sharpens the soul. Examine where emotion ruled instead of reason. Growth comes from honest self-observation, not denial. Reflection turns mistakes into discipline. Happiness comes from alignment, not outcomes. When your actions align with your values, peace follows regardless of results. Outcomes are temporary. Integrity remains. Prepare for death to live fully. Awareness of death removes trivial fear. When you remember that life is short, you stop wasting energy on what does not matter. This clarity brings a dark, grounded peace. Return to discipline every day. Happiness is not achieved once. It is maintained. Without discipline, clarity fades. With discipline, peace deepens. Happiness is not something you chase. The moment you chase it, it runs further away. Stoicism teaches that happiness is a byproduct of living well, not a reward handed out by the world. When you align your thoughts and actions with reason, peace settles naturally, without force. Many people search for happiness in things they cannot control. Money, approval, comfort, and recognition. These things are unstable by nature. When you attach your joy to what can disappear, your happiness becomes fragile. Stoicism teaches you to build happiness on what cannot be taken from you. A happy life begins with understanding what belongs to you and what does not. Your thoughts, choices, and values are yours. Other people's opinions, actions, and outcomes are not. The more clearly you see this boundary, the lighter your life becomes. Most suffering comes from resisting reality. You wish things were different. You replay the past. You fear the future. Stoicism teaches acceptance, not resignation, but clear-eyed acceptance. When you stop fighting what already exists, your energy returns to where it belongs. Happiness grows when you stop needing life to be perfect. A Stoic does not demand ease. They prepare for difficulty. When hardship arrives, they are not shocked or defeated. They adapt calmly and continue forward. Gratitude is a quiet discipline. It is not pretending everything is good. It is recognizing what is still intact even when things go wrong. A grateful mind is difficult to disturb because it always has something solid to stand on. Peace comes from simplicity. The more you want, the more you worry. The Stoic path teaches moderation. When your desires are reasonable, your mind becomes calm. Contentment is not having everything, but needing less. You do not need to be liked to be happy. Chasing approval hands control of your emotions to others. Stoicism teaches self-respect over popularity. When you live according to your values, happiness becomes independent of applause. Anger promises strength but delivers exhaustion. It keeps you tied to what hurt you. A Stoic learns to release anger not for others, but for inner freedom. Calm is a stronger position than rage. Comparison quietly steals joy. You measure your life against appearances instead of reality. Stoicism teaches you to focus inward. Compare yourself only to who you were before. Growth is personal, not competitive. Happiness requires discipline, not harshness, but consistency. Doing what is right even when it is uncomfortable builds self-trust. When you trust yourself, your mind feels safe. Time is precious. Wasting it on resentment, gossip, or regret drains happiness without you noticing. A Stoic treats time as sacred and chooses carefully how it is spent. You will lose things, people, opportunities, moments. This is not cruelty, it is nature. Stoicism teaches you to love without clinging. When you accept impermanence, you enjoy life more deeply instead of fearing its end. Silence is nourishment for the mind. Constant noise keeps you restless. Stillness helps you hear your own thoughts clearly. Happiness grows in moments of quiet reflection. You are not required to react to everything. Many disturbances disappear when ignored. Choosing when to respond protects your peace. A happy life is not free from pain. It is free from panic. When difficulty comes, a Stoic meets it with reason instead of fear. This steadiness is its own form of happiness. Kindness matters, but boundaries matter too. Giving without limits leads to resentment. Stoicism teaches balanced generosity, rooted in self-respect. Daily reflection keeps happiness stable. When you examine your actions honestly, you grow wiser instead of repeating the same mistakes. Your mind believes what you tell it repeatedly. Feed it thoughts of patience, gratitude, and perspective. Over time, your inner world becomes calmer. Happiness is built quietly, not announced loudly. It shows in how you respond, how you treat others, and how you carry yourself through difficulty. Return to these ideas often. Happiness is not a destination you reach once. It is a practice you renew daily. Life will disappoint you, so stop being surprised bad things will happen. People will let you down. Plans will fail. This is not bad luck. This is normal life. When you stop being shocked by hardship, it loses its power over you. You suffer less when you stop expecting life to be gentle. You feel unhappy because you want too much. Most stress comes from wanting things to be different right now. More money, more respect, more love, more comfort. The more you demand from life, the more frustrated you become. When you want less, your mind becomes quieter. Your thoughts are the real problem. What hurts you most is not what happens, but what you keep telling yourself about it. You replay insults. You imagine worst outcomes. You relive old pain. If you don't control your thinking, your mind becomes your enemy. People don't think about you as much as you think. Many worries disappear when you realize this. People are busy with their own problems. Stop carrying shame, embarrassment, or fear of judgment. Most of it exists only in your head. Stop taking everything personally. Not every bad mood, short reply, or silence is about you. People act from their own struggles. When you stop making everything personal, life becomes lighter. Pain is unavoidable. Panic is optional. Everyone feels pain. Loss, rejection, failure. What destroys people is panic and overreaction. Stoicism teaches calm endurance. Feel the pain, but don't let it control you. You don't need to react to everything. Not every comment needs a reply. Not every insult needs defense. Not every misunderstanding needs explanation. Silence protects your energy. Happiness is being calm, not excited. Excitement comes and goes. Calm stays. A happy life is not constant joy, but steady peace. When you stop chasing highs, you stop crashing lows. Comfort makes you weak over time. Too much ease softens the mind. Difficulty builds strength. When life gets hard, those who avoided discomfort fall apart. Those who faced it stay steady. People come and go. Learn to stand alone. Attachment makes you afraid of loss. When you enjoy people but don't depend on them for peace, you become emotionally strong. Loneliness hurts less when you know yourself. Stop comparing your life to others. You see their best moments, not their problems. Comparison creates fake suffering. Focus on your own progress. That is enough. Anger gives others control over you. When you lose your temper, someone else wins. Calm keeps power in your hands. Strength is staying in control. Discipline creates freedom. Doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it, builds self-respect. When you trust yourself, your mind feels safe. Your time is limited. Stop wasting it. Regret, gossip, jealousy, and resentment steal your life quietly. Choose carefully where your attention goes. Nothing lasts, and that's why it matters. People, moments, success, and pain all end. Remembering this makes you appreciate life more and fear less. A quiet mind is a strong mind. Noise keeps you restless. Stillness helps you think clearly. Spend time alone without distraction. You don't need approval to live well. When you stop needing others to validate you, you become free. Respect yourself first. Reflect every day. Ask yourself what disturbed you and why. This simple habit prevents repeated mistakes. Happiness is living in line with your values. When your actions match what you believe is right, peace follows naturally. This mindset must be practiced daily. Peace is not automatic. It is trained. Repetition builds strength. If this simple, darker Stoic breakdown helped you see life more clearly, subscribe to this channel for more calm, honest wisdom that strengthens your mind and protects your peace. Watch again tomorrow. A strong life starts with a disciplined mind.